Social Snippet Show.
Hi everyone, this is Julia Doherty from Green Umbrella Marketing.
And Christina from Green Umbrella Marketing.
And we're here to give you all the latest news, all to do with social media and online marketing. It's been quite a quiet week this week.
It has, yeah. Makes a change over the last couple of weeks, but there you go.
By the way, this is George.
It's George and his baubles.
She said that. Okay, right, should we just dive straight in? Otherwise we're going to get the giggles and that. Okay, so first thing is you can now share your collections with friends. So if you don't know what collections are, when you see on
Facebook. You didn't say the Facebook bit.
I missed the Facebook bit.
Yeah, so collections with friends on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay. So if you haven't seen this, on Facebook, when you click home and you look down your newsfeed, you can actually see things and you can click the three little dots and you can save things to various different files. So a bit like boards on Pinterest where you can click and save things to boards. So you have a collection. Now up until last week, they were just for your eyes only. So you can actually click that button and share that with a friend or a family or someone you're connected to on Facebook. But that's the latest addition, is that you can now share that collection of posts and videos and various different things like that. You can share that collection with friends.
So it's interesting because with it working like a wish list, because was it last week or the week before? Obviously they introduced that on Instagram, that kind of being able to sharpen that sort of experience. So we'll see if this then rolls out on Instagram, being able to share that list too.
I reckon they're just trying to do a bit of a Pinterest thing on it.
Yeah.
And they've done it just in time for the holiday seasons. So how you would use this, I mean, I've been using it for a while with regards to collecting information to post on our social media channels. But how you would normally use this if you was on Pinterest is if you was perhaps doing your Christmas wish list, or if you was doing a wish list that you was creating for your brand new living room or your new kitchen that you're doing up, then you put a collection of things into this particular list. So, yeah, perhaps they're taking on Pinterest now.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I use collections for is a bit like you said, you know, when you see articles or you see posts online, you think, oh, that's really cool. I could use that in my social media. I could share that as my page. So I have at any one time probably 60, 70 things that I can, if I don't know what to write a blog on, I can go in and like look through all this content, and generally I come up with a fresh idea. Or, if I'm having, it's a bit like a rainy day source of information to go to.
Yeah.
But for me now, I can potentially share that with the team, and it's another resource that's there for people. So in businesses, they could be doing that, having one collection that the content managers perhaps got control of, and sharing that with other people.
Anyway, next one, YouTube announced an autoplay video update. I actually really like this one. So on your mobile phone now, if you see videos, rather than it just being thumbnails, they're actually going to start autoplaying, which I think is quite cool. Originally when I saw this, I thought, oh God, that's going to be really annoying. And I have autoplays turned off for every other channel. But for this one, they're going to autoplay in silent mode. So that's the reason why I think it's good. So that's cool. Right, over to you for the next one.
Yeah, so Business Manager, it's been reported by Matt Navarra.
Facebook Business Manager.
There is only one business manager. Facebook Business Manager, they've basically released a couple of features. So one of those features is being able to assign permission to do something by task. And the other one is, which I think is more useful, is quick action buttons. So let's say you're in your Facebook Business Manager, and admittedly this is going to be relevant to people where they're managing lots of pages or several pages, several advert accounts, and you would then use Business Manager in that situation.
Okay.
You might have lots of admins on the page, that kind of thing.
What does quick action buttons mean?
Yeah, so let's say I'm looking at the Green Umbrella advertising account, and all of a sudden I need to give you access and you didn't have it before. Previously, I'd have had to go to another part of Business Manager first, either to the ad account or to Julia as a user, and adjust your permissions there. But there's this one button that's going to be sort of front and centre, where at that point you can just do your quick action of give this person access to it. So it's going to be quite handy, especially for people with bigger teams.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and it's a control thing. So I think it's going to be easier to turn things on and off as well. So I might let you have access to that account because someone's on holiday, but then they're back. I can get rid of it again, and it's just less of a faff,
Do you know what would be
really.
good if they said that then you can let someone have access to the account for a time period?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be ace?
it would be really
If you're
good.
listening Facebook,
Of course they're listening.
All right, so that's that one is Facebook Business Manager has 2 new features. The next one, I don't know if you want to talk about this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically this time of year there are loads and loads of updates about what's happened over the year. And one of the things that Twitter does every year is they release sort of what the top trending things have been, what's been tweeted about the most, and that's what this one's about basically. So when you look at the top 10, there's some stuff in it. It's very American, but there are things like the Me Too hashtag, Black Lives Matter. So some of the things that have been really prominent and really newsworthy, but then there's also kind of like the American sports type subjects as well.
Like top politicians and stuff like that, which is all American stuff.
Yeah, but it is interesting to look at just to sort of get a bit of just a bit of an insight.
Definitely. So staying on the theme then of people revealing top stuff for 2018, Apple also joined the bandwagon last week with releasing their top apps downloaded in 2018. Do you know, I had a smile on my face when I saw this one because I assumed it would be some sort of game or something like that was really popular, and it wasn't. The top downloaded apps were Snapchat or YouTube, I think was the top one, Snapchat and Instagram, and Messenger for Facebook. So it's all social media stuff, which is the top downloaded apps, and productivity. So things like, I think they've got Gmail in there and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, which I thought was surprising. Bearing in mind it's iOS, so you've got your mail
Gmail
already, and it's so yeah. I thought that was quite interesting that people are choosing to use the app rather than just using the mail feature within the iPhone.
Okay, so that was the apps. Over to you.
So Google's, you might have heard of Google Digital Garage. So they've got this sort of, Google has this education mission, if you like, and they go out and they do workshops all over the place, really. But basically, they've released some online modules as well as part of their sort of learning library. There's about 4 or 5 courses. They're all quite business related. So there's things like networking. One that I thought is great is that they're doing one on public speaking as well.
I saw you talking about that. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, do you know? I think it's that thing with a lot of people. Whether it is just, I know I was the same to start off with. It's actually quite nerve wracking whether it's doing a pitch or just doing your 30 seconds at a networking event or talking for an hour or recording videos like this. There's something you need to get over to be able to do it. Sorry, did I nudge him? So yeah, I think it's really good.
Okay.
And the fact it's online means it's
you can
accessible.
Do it, and these are all free as well, aren't they?
Yeah,
so that's all good. We like free stuff.
But it's, we're in December, everyone's doing that, how was 2018, and I'm going to be a superhero in 2019, and we've had Facebook release some courses, Google are releasing these as well. Yeah, there's a trend.
There's a trend. Watch the trend. You heard it here first. Okay, next one is Skype. So Skype adds auto-subtitles to calls.
Please don't use this, Julia.
I've enabled it. So just to have a look and see what it's like. So the next time we do a Skype call, it will automatically put subtitles underneath. Now, voice activated stuff never understands me. It always comes up gobbledygook. So I haven't tried this.
Funny.
It is funny, but it's not that practical, especially, if you're using something like Ecamm Live and you're doing a Skype call, that records a video and you're using that on various different social channels or whatever. Anyway, I don't know how it's going to work, so you can activate it. We'll put a link in the notes below as to how you can activate it yourself. But I think subtitles, does work, but usually we type them in manually.
I don't know. I just don't get why if I'm Skyping you, why do I need subtitles? I just don't get Skype. I'm not a Skype.
You're not
fan.
a Skype person. I do use Skype.
Do you know, considering the job I do, I struggle getting Skype just turned on sometimes. Can't turn it on my Mac. I have to use the MacBook.
Or use your phone.
Yeah,
we have done Skype calls on phones, but I think this is quite good. So, like, we usually sometimes we've done this on Skype.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
So, don't you think it's good for the viewers, as not only just watching us, you've also got subtitles at the bottom?
I don't even like films with subtitles.
Is that because your brain has to work harder to actually read?
There's too much for my brain to do, and my brain tries to do it all. It's not because it has to work hard; it's because it's willing to work harder.
So it's all right if it's saying what you're saying. It's when people paraphrase subtitles and those two don't work. It's a bit like sitting left and right, and it's left and right.
Yeah. So what Julia means by that, right now I'm sat on the right, and I'm looking at the screen. So if I raise, you can't see it. See, if I raise my right hand on the screen, it's the one on the left that's going.
That freaks her out.
Yeah, it makes me feel a little bit ill.
Okay, right. Shall we move on? All right, okay.
Can I just say it was your idea that we did these?
Yeah, that's true. It's good though. Anyway, tool of the week. I love my tools of the week, and this week is an awesome one.
Even I like this one.
Yeah, even Christina likes this one, and I think this is brilliant. If you're into Instagram stories, and kudos to Social Media Examiner who said this on their podcast this week. If you're listening to that, you would have understood about cap wing. When I did the search, I hadn't spelt it right. So it's not cap with a C, it's cap with a kicking K with a K. So it's KAPWING. And basically, there are templates in there for Instagram stories. I really like it because basically you can put above the top. I'll show you everybody that's actually listening to this or watching this on video. You'll see what it's like. But you can have like a video at the top with a static underneath and some text, and it creates a really nice like portrait video for stories. And
yeah, anyone that's advertising and thinking about using stories as a placement, have a look at this because it's going to give you exactly what you need to make that work.
Yeah, so especially for adverts, I think that would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. A nice quick one this week. That's us over and done with.
And I think I've been very well behaved.
You have been very well behaved, considering there are baubles behind us. Right, I'm going to go. Bye.
Bye.
The Social Snippet Show.